Guys, what's up? You guys know the drill. We're gonna be with translator Tony today, I guess. Sorry for the late upload. I was playing in the tournament today. Unfortunately, we lost. We suck. That's fine. So let's get on to the tank items. So these are pretty generic, right? HP, 300 HP, 90 armor, 90 MR, 30 HP per 5 seconds regen, 1000 HP. Okay, so these are like, this is not bad. 900 gold, 1000 HP. I like buying this. These are the basic items, and then we've got this, which builds into this, and I'll call it Mantle of Raw, so it does AoE burn, right? And this gives you 700 HP, and it will do burn equal to 60 plus your hero level times 2 magic damage per second. So you can imagine when you buy this at level 7, you'll be doing 74 damage around you, helps you wave clear, and builds into this. This is this builds into this, so it's the little MR cape as I call it. And this is basically Medallion of Troy from AOV, but this is the little one. And it gives you the very nice juicy 120 MR, 700 HP, 10 HP per second for 1000 gold. So if you find yourself getting scuffed in lane by like Marja or some AP shit, or you just want to have some protection against like Paintbrush, you buy this. But usually I always buy this. So I buy this early game and then I get some smooth laning. Like, I don't know, against Gilder or something. Anyways, it's still kind of expensive, 1000 gold, so you could be buying half an AD item for this. So use this at your own, you know, try it, it's not bad. And the thing with this is it also gives you HP, right? So HP and MR, it never hurts. Okay, so this builds into this. I think, I don't know what else it builds into. 900 gold, 10% CD, 400 mana and 110 armor. So the issue with this item and why I don't know much about it is, again, like I said, it doesn't give HP, so it's fucking useless. Anyway, it's still kind of good. I wouldn't prioritize it, but yeah, not bad. Gives you some CD, but no HP, like I said. This is a very good item. This is like, you know, that's the win lane item. 730 gold, 210 armor. Yes, it doesn't give you HP, but it gives you twice the armor of this goddamn item. And it gives you that juicy passive is if you take damage, the enemy will lose 15% attack speed for 3 seconds. So it literally cucks any ADC in lane. You buy this item, and you buy that, you know, you buy these, which I'll talk about in the next video, this boot, these armor boots. You got like 700 armor at level 6. What is the ADC gonna do? He's gonna kill himself. He literally does 70% less damage than he's supposed to. Yeah, I mean, it's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Okay, moving on to this. This is Mail of Pain, 1840 gold, 40 AD, and 420 armor. So the issue with this is it doesn't give HP, yes, I know, but as that juicy ass passive, you can see it's like 700 lines long, so you know it's good, right? And the passive is when you take physical damage, you return 20% of that damage to the enemy as magic damage. And every 20 armor you have yourself will raise this damage by 1%. So if you have 2000 armor, this damage returns 40%, what's it called? 40% return on magic damage, which is absolutely insane, dude. Can you imagine? You take 6000 physical damage and you return 40% of that, which is 2400 damage, magic damage to the enemy. So magic damage, the enemy really can't itemize because, as you know, there's more armor items here, as you will tell very well. And what? Yeah, so there's another part of this passive is when the enemy is further away, this damage will decrease. And when the enemy is 800 range, this damage will decrease by 30%. So this is kind of bad, but not really. It's basically to say that ADCs kind of have some, you know, survival, or ADCs won't take as much damage. The thing with this is you buy this on heroes that want to get close, like melee heroes. So they'll probably be very close to the ADC anyway. And also it helps you in lane because if you rush this item, that enemy ain't gonna solo kill you, dude. This item is legit sick. So I like buying this item a lot on a lot of heroes these days because when you look at the enemy team, probably 3 people, 4 people do AD and you just buy this and you cuck them. You can't die when you get ganked. Also it gives you 40 AD, so basically you still have the potential to solo kill in lane. And the enemy can't attack you because if he attacks you, he dies as well. Get cucked. So this is a pretty great item. So it's balanced. I've been talking shit for, you know, the goddamn like 10 minutes on this item. But it's balanced by the fact that it doesn't give you HP, so still. If you are in lane against, I don't know, an Emily, I don't know, like a Lubu, you just buy this. What is he gonna do, man? Call his Cricknack to gank and they both die. Okay, moving on. This is a Hercules, or we call it the Fist, right? 20 AD, 1000 HP for 2100 gold, which is a lot. And it gives you that passive, which when you're lower by 30%, when you have less than 30% HP, you gain 80 AD and you gain a massive shield that gives you 30% of your, the shield is equivalent to 30% of your HP and lasts for 8 seconds. The CD is 90 seconds. The problem with this item is it's filthy expensive. It gives you pathetic stats, so you only buy it late game when you're doing 6 item swaps. Moving on, this is a Mantle of Raw, 1830 gold, 240 MR, 240 armor, 1000 HP. It's actually pretty good. And you will do your 2% of your max HP as magic damage to enemies around you. So if you have 10k HP, you'd be doing 200 goddamn AP damage every second around you, which is insane. I didn't realize how stupidly insane this item is, so I might buy it more these days. But this is not a tank meta, so these items are normally not like, they don't care. We don't care. This item, 22,100 gold, 2,000 HP. When you leave combat, you gain 3% of your max HP per second. Very good for sieging, very good for ARM. This is getting buffed next patch, but still, this is like a very KPL item. As you siege, take some damage, you poke their tower some more, and then you use this to heal back to full, then you poke again, so you don't have to stop your momentum. This item, 2,200 gold, it's Aegis, 270 armor, 1,200 HP, and when you get attacked, the enemy will lose 30% attack speed and 15% move speed for 3 seconds. So this is great for cucking ADCs, but in my personal opinion, in this meta, this Mail of Pain is better for cucking ADCs, and this is just alright. I mean, you can still buy it, but let the support buy it. This is War Marks from League, 2,100 gold, 20 HP per second, 240 MR and 1,200 HP. When you lose every 10% health you've lost, your healing will increase by 6%. Absolutely useless most of the time. When you're losing 50% HP, you get bonus 30% healing. Who gives a shit? The stats are shit. I mean, they're alright. But everyone would rather buy this, which is the same item, same price, but it gives you 360 MR, which is 120 more than this. Gives you 200 less HP than 1000. But when you leave combat for 3 seconds, you gain a shield that gives you 200 plus your level times 120 magic shield. Well, it gives you a shield that absorbs this much. So if you're level 15, it's gonna give you a shield that absorbs 2600 magic damage. Can you imagine how broken this shit is? And so no healing is gonna give you 2600, man. So yeah, buy this. Okay, so this is we call it Shield of the Lost in AoV, 2,100 gold, 20% CDR, 500 AP, and 360 armor. And whenever you take damage that's more than 10% of your current health, you will do an AoE explosion around you that's very small. So it's a single target that does more than 10% of your HP. And this AoE explosion will do 50 plus your hero level times 10 magic damage. And then it will decrease the enemy's goddamn armor and attack speed by 30%. No, sorry, 30% attack speed and move speed. Lasts for 2 seconds. And this has a 2-second internal cooldown. So the nice thing about this is you dive the ADC, They attack you. You cuck the ADC even though the ADC might not attack you. You just cuck him with the passive. The only issue with this is that it gives no HP, but a lot of heroes buy it for that sweet 20% CDR. You'll notice that a lot of goddamn tank items, all of these tank items don't have CDR, right? Only this does, and this. That's it. So yeah. Next item, Frostcape, 800 HP, 500 armor, 500 mana, 10% CDR, 200 armor. So after using a spell, in the next 5 seconds, your auto will slow the enemy by 30%. And if range heroes use this, it will only slow by 20%. It will also do an additional 150 times hero times 20. Physical damage has a 3-second cooldown. It's like the AoV one. But the problem here is it doesn't slow enough, 30% is nothing, and gives you shitty stats, so rarely do people buy it. And it's not a tank meta, so yeah. You buy the best tank items right now. This is Ancestral Glory or Guardian Angel, or as we call it in AoV now, Blade of Eternity, 2100 gold, 140 MR, 140 armor. And if you die, you'll revive with after 2 seconds, and you'll get a 2000 plus hero level times 100 HP back. The cooldown is 2.5 minutes, so 150 seconds. And you can only use this twice, so use it sparingly. And not much to say, other than it gives you additional life, which is super important. And during these 2 seconds when you revive, you can sell this for this. You can sell it for Arctic Orb or Death Sickle, you know, so very good. Must buy late game on almost every hero. This is 1950 gold. I think it's called Crimson Banner in AoV, I forget. Anyways, 220 armor and 1000 HP. And passive is whenever you take damage, you will do 2% bonus damage and move 2% faster. It can stack up to 5 times. And it will last for 3 seconds. Not much to say. Nobody buys this in this game. Not really sure why, but I'm assuming that every other tank item is much better. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really tired, so I won't gonna talk about the other items. Hope this is useful. And as usual, see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
You got me, nigga? Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah? Yes, yeah? Yeah, okay.